Samanan tumelang mulweni abusheni di macharoni. Assalamu alaikum, namaste, good day, goeiedag. Away maskanders, my name is Winston and welcome back to my channel, Bushies Vatboer. On this channel we discuss everything relating to small scale farming and those small projects that you can do yourself, save on some money and enjoy the fruit of your labor. And this today's video, I'm gonna show you how we're gonna turn this Wendy house into a chicken coop, so stay tuned. We are here next month in May. We will be here 3 years, and it took me 3 years to decide what I want to do with this Wendy house. And finally we got this vision that we're going to use it for a chicken coop. So what we're busy right now is excuse me, we're taking out everything. That's my brother over there. We try to fix the structure. We first want to fix the structure. That's today's job. That's why I need my brother just for some manpower. So what we're gonna do is remember when you have chickens, there's 3 ways. I'll do a video in the future to discuss the different types of housing. You get mainly 3 types. You get the battery cages where the chickens just sit in one cage. They eat there, they poop there, they lay their eggs, they don't go anywhere, they just sit there. Then the second part is the deep litter system, where you have a cage, a coop, or a shack, or a whatever you want to call it, and the chickens can roam around. They can roam around, but they don't go out. Now what we want to do here is the free range system. So we want to give them this space to sleep in at night, but we also want to give them the opportunity to come out. So what we're going to do right now is we took out all the stuff that was inside, and what we want to do right now is fix the structure. You can see the structure is not so like. So in order to fix the structure and for the deep litter system to work, we want to take out the flooring as well, because of the litter, and the chicken poop will rot this wood, and we want to use this wood for in the future. So let's take out this and let's fix the structure. You can see this wall is a bit skew like this. We want to bring it back so it can be straight up. We want to fix the door, we want to fix that window, and then right in the corner where the holes are, we want to fix that, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Okay, so we've made some good progress. What we've decided is to keep the floor. It's going to be too difficult to take out the floor and get this out. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill up that holes and fill up here on the sides, and then we're going to put some mesh there. We close that holes there and there. We fixed the windowsill. We just need to have a glass. We have to make a door. The roof is there, but we don't have roof nails, so we put some wire there. Oh, excuse me, some steel wire just to keep that piece on there so that we can nail the roof in there. So that is it for now, for today. Shops are closed by now, so we can't get anything right now. So yeah, we'll come back and finish this. So it's been a month after we've done some work. We've been caught up with a lot of things, and I just decided that I postponed so many things that I don't get to where I want to be or reach my target. So I thought, when I have a gap, let me just do something. So today I actually want to just clean up here, because I brought the pallets along. So I'm gonna make the run from the coop, make the run out, and maybe make a fencing. But I need to clean out here all of this. And then this big tree over here, it's busy throwing down this big branch, and it's actually gonna break the washing line. So I need to get this thing down. I'm alone today. I need to get this down, and I need to clean out here. So that's my target for today. If I can just get that done, then I know I've done something around here. So let me show you what that looks like when I'm done here. So it took me like half an hour to get this big branch off of this tree. It was literally hanging off of that piece of flap over there. So the wind came and broke it and was just hanging on there. Literally this piece of the tree, this basque, or whatever you call it. Maybe leave a comment in this video to tell me what this part of it means. I think this is a basque, but it was hanging onto this basically here. This part of it right over here. So this was attached to that flap over there. So this is way too heavy to move by myself, so I'm gonna have to come and chop it. I need a chainsaw. I saw my electric chainsaw. I need to go buy a petrol chainsaw and then cut this up. This is wood for days. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna clean out this area over here, and then my job for today is done. Okay, so I am done for the day. I've reached my goal, and as you can see, I did not clean it like in close to the ground. I literally took my, what you call this, I call it a machete. Yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what you call this thing. I just went around and then I just chopped off the bushes right here, because the aim of it is that if the chickens come out of the coop into the run that I'm gonna make here, they're gonna scratch around. This is gonna keep them busy for hours, scratching around all of these twigs and sticks and grass and stuff, finding bugs and seeds and stuff. And then obviously as they eat and poop, this will break down, and all I have to do is I will never cut grass here again once I have the chickens in here, because then they will make sure the grass don't grow, and all I have to do is collect compost from here. So this is actually what I want to do right here. So the pellets are there to help me build the run. So this big stump here I'm gonna have to chop down with a chainsaw. It's very big, I can't move it. I have a lot of wood that side also that I need to chop, and that's going to help us for the winter. But yeah, I'm done for the day. Oh yeah, sorry, I need to get this the washing line back up. There's only one up here, so I need to get this up here because I loosened it to get this tree stump off. And that's it. My work for today is done. I'll find some inspiration during the week or so to see what is next to do, but I think I know what I need to do, and that is to fix the floor. If I go inside quickly, there's Rosie watching the birds, so I need to fix the floor over here. You can see all the holes inside. There's some gaps here, so I'm gonna just fill this up with wood. And then I'm gonna put a layer of welded mesh just to close up there, just for the rodents that likes to dig from underneath, that they can't get through into here. So that's it for now. That's for another video, another day. Okay, so it's a week later, a nice warm Saturday afternoon, and today I only want to work on the floor. So what I want to do is I want to close those holes over there and try and get the outskirts of the floor onto a level similar to this, because I'm going to use wire anyways underneath for all the rats that likes to borrow and come from the bottom. So it's actually not needed for me to close those gaps there at the back. I'm going to use wire only, so I'm going to try and fill it up today. If I don't, then I don't. But the important part is, let me fill those holes over there and clean up this. It's actually very messy in here, so just clean up here, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, so we are done. It's actually very nice and clean in here. Those holes are closed. You will notice that there's still small gaps. That's fine. Those gaps over there, there's still gaps that I did not close, which is fine, because I'm gonna cover it with mesh. I'm gonna cover it with mesh, and I decided not to cover those parts anymore, because we're gonna fill it up with wire, and I'm gonna do that wiring when I do the chicken run outside. I'll explain the difference of chicken runs. I'll do the wiring right over there in the corners, and also over these small holes over here that you see. And the reason for that is because we're going to put mulch over here, or like bedding, and that bedding is gonna, at the end of the day, after some time, this wood is gonna rot and it's going to break away, and we're gonna have to take this out. We didn't want to, because by taking it out, that's where that came out from. We tried to take it out and this wood just broke, so we didn't want to break the wood. We wanted to use this wood for something else, but we couldn't take it out without breaking it, so it's gonna rot at some time. And that rot with the bedding, with the chickens poop and stuff, it's this whole bedding here will turn into compost eventually. You'll see that in the future. So that is it for me for today. I'm gonna leave this right here. I'm gonna just step out. I'm gonna leave this right here. So I think the next thing that I'm gonna do is the pellets. I'm gonna start with a chicken run, get the fence, but that's not today's work. That's something for let's work for another day, because I need to still go and harvest some nuts. I am somewhere behind that tank. There's still about, I will say, 9 or 10 trees in these 2 rows, and then I still have those 2 rows down there to harvest, and then I must still harvest down there. So I have a lot of work to do in terms of harvesting, and I need to do that before the frost. So with the next video, or when I come back, I'm gonna do some updates in terms of the fencing over here and what I'm gonna do with those pellets. So it is a nice Saturday morning, warm Saturday morning in the middle of winter, and today I want to focus on making this gate over here using these pallets as the post, the outer frame, and those as the inner frame. So I'm not gonna film how I'm gonna make it. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some measurements over here, and I'm gonna go over to the workshop. I'm not gonna drag out this video too long. Just gonna make it, and let's see what it turns out to look like. Okay, so my door is done, and you can see it fits nice and snug. It is not installed as yet because I need hinges. If I take this out like this, you can see that. I hope you can see, but it's supposed to open this way, like this. So I'm gonna, that's what it is. That's how it looks like. So I'm not less to go to the shop just to buy hinges. I'm gonna leave it for today. With the next update, you will see that I will show you how the door is functional. But right now I'm done for the day in terms of the chicken coop. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to spray down, and this is what I'm talking about. This is what I use in order to spray this container. And at the back there's different mixtures for different viruses that you use. So right now I'm making it a little bit stronger. This is a 5 liter, if I'm not mistaken. It's a 5 liter bottle, and I put about 20 mils of F10 in there, and I'm just gonna spray this. And I must say that this bottle holds me, I can spray 3 weeks, and then I need to top it up again. And this bottle is a 1 liter. So if I use 10 mils at the time, I'm just about halfway through, just above halfway through the bottle, because I've been using this since we had the puppies, and we have the puppies now for about a year, just over a year now. They are turning, they're a year and a half. Now this is how long I've been having this bottle, so it holds for longer. So if you want a bottle like this, get in touch with me. I am in Gauteng. I can send you a bottle like this, cheaper than what you will pay in your pet shops and your vet shops. So let me spray this, and I'll give you an update the next time I am busy with the scoop. Okay, so we are back, and we fixed the door. So the door has hinges now, hinges, as you can see. So it opens. Just open the gate there, children. See how it opens up. So it can open. So now I just need to put a latch here somewhere, so if I close it, then it latches onto something. And what we did was we used that steel rope, and then we made like hoops, like 3 hoops. There's like 1, there's 2, and then there's 1 that side there. And then we used some of these steel rope to run across, just to hold it up. Doesn't look like a professional job, but it does. It's just a frame. So the next step would be to buy a fence and take the fence from the outside, right about there. It must go right around over to the other side, so that we can close these holes over here, and then we should be 90% done. Okay, so I don't even know how long it is now since we've been working on this thing, but we have put some wire over. We put this over that other wire to loop like this, and now we are trying to to tie it down doesn't have to look like a professional job. It's supposed to just to keep the predators out of this chicken coop, like the cats and the dogs, of course, and any other animal that wants to come in and kill the chickens. And this is what it looks like right now. This is a progress. So there are smaller gaps this, of course, like this here, like we need to close up. And then also here when you come in, it's a little bit dangerous here with this wire sticking out, so you have to close there, and also over there we still have to close up there. So we have a lot of work to do in terms of wiring, but this is just the progress for now. Okay, so we are done with the fencing, and what I said, I'm gonna close off all the holes. What I did was I closed off all the holes with the conveyor belt. I don't know if you can see conveyor belt right around, conveyor belt, conveyor belt, conveyor belt, so that there's no rats that can dig from underneath and come and eat my chicken. So I've also cleaned up. I also what you call it, disinfected the chicken house right now. So what the next step is, I'm gonna put some perches on, roosting bars, so that the chickens can roost. I'm gonna use this I'm going to use those branches over there to kind of create a natural way for the chickens to roost over here. And once they're done, I will show you what that looks like, because remember, chickens don't sleep on the floor, they like to sleep on top. So I'll show you what that looks like when I'm done. So it's another day done. So what I've done was I took these branches and I made perches over here. So these two are upright like this, and then I put one across like this, and then one across over there, and then this one obviously goes that way. That's one. This is one, and with this branch has this one over here. So then I just tied it with some wire that I have over here, so it can be solid. I tied it with some wire. I tied it to the post over here as well, so it can be solid. That one I tied to the post over there, so it can be solid. And they can, if I can do this, it's only this one branch that moves, but the rest of the branches are actually nice and steady. So now they have a place to perch on. Outside I've done only one branch over here, just like this outside. So if they are out in the chicken run, so outside in the run, then they can maybe perch on there. They have space on to perch on here as well, because the fencing is on the outside. So if they are on the inside, they will be able to perch on here as well. But I just put one there just to keep them busy and keep them occupied. So that's about it. That's the work for today. The day's work is done. The next thing to do now is to bring in the bedding. So now I can bring in the shavings, the wood shavings and stuff, so that we can cover the bedding, because we're using the deep litter system. And then it also keeps the moisture, it absorbs the moisture, it keeps the heat from escaping as well, so it keeps it nice and warm on colder days. So that will be the next one, and I will show you once that is done. So there you go, we've added some wood shavings, and this will serve as their bedding. The wood shavings, the smell of the wood shavings is a bit too strong. I can hardly breathe in here. So what we are doing right now is we are spraying it, we're disinfecting it still. I've been disinfecting it every single day for the past week now. It's been a week. So now what we're going to do is, it's Thursday today, it's Wednesday the 30th of October. So what we are going to do is we're going to keep on disinfecting it today. Okay, we did it today, Thursday and Friday, and then by Saturday we're going to move the chickens in here. So by Saturday, the smell of the shavings would have disappeared, or it won't smell as strong as it does. I don't know if chickens can smell though. So and apparently not apparently, that's how the deep litter system works. So as the shavings turns brown, because it mixes with the chicken's poop and the food and whatever you add here, you just add more shavings to get rid of flies and to get rid of the smell. And I can understand now why, because the smell of this wood shavings and it's very strong, so it will eliminate the smell of a chicken coop. So right now we have a lot of aeration as well. There is ventilation. There's a window over here. We're going to keep the door open. I decided to keep the door open. There's a few holes in the the Wendy house as well. There's a few crevices there and there and there. So there's a lot of ventilation. Right now there isn't, because I mean this thing is in the sun, so the sun baked it. It's hot in here. It's with stuffy in here. There's also some holes there, so ventilation, there's enough ventilation. So what are we going to do now? Just leave this as is, disinfect it for the rest of the week. Saturday we're going to move the chickens in here and end off this video. So today is Saturday and I'm supposed to move the chickens in here, but I am not gonna do that because that is my problem. The never mind Whitey, the two burbuls is my problem because they found a way to come into this camp. This is the camp where I really need to, I want my chickens to free range. So they found a gap in between that fencing over there to come into this camp, and I need to secure the fencing there and also introduce them to the chickens, because maybe, just maybe, I want the chickens outside, I want the dogs outside, and I don't want my chickens to be eaten. I need to introduce the dogs to the chickens, just like I did with the cats. So for now, I think Whitey stepped into a thorn. I need to go check that out. So I need to I want to, yeah, I need to sort him out. So I'm just gonna keep disinfecting the chicken coop, and I'll do another video, because in the next video, or in another video of the chickens I'm gonna update you guys on, I'm gonna show you how I introduce the dogs to the chickens. And also in that same video I'll move them in here, because I want to sleep at night peacefully, knowing that the dogs are roaming, but they will not break open this cage to get to the chickens. That's essentially what I want to do. So we've come to the end of the video. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Give me the thumbs down. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, tips and tricks, tell me what you guys do in terms of keeping or housing your chickens. Please leave them in the comment section down below. If you haven't subscribed as yet, please destroy the subscribe button and the notification bell, so you can be notified whenever we have a new update. But that's it from me for now. Until next time, keep well, stay safe, stay blessed. Away.